Inaya was found half naked and unconscious by the riverbank. The news of Inaya's discovery spread through Zoradi like wildfire. Whispers of dark magic and spiritual unrest echoed in the markets and homes of the villagers. Inaya was brought back to the palace, her body weak and her mind clouded by visions she could not understand. When Inaya woke up, she was surrounded by worried faces. In the mystical kingdom of Zoradi, nestled deep within the lush, ancient African forests, a tale of courage, spirituality, and redemption unfolded. The kingdom was known for its rich traditions, powerful deities, and the majestic River Nyoka that was believed to hold magical properties. The villagers lived in harmony with nature, following rituals and customs handed down through generations. Princess Inaya was admired for her beauty and courage. She often roamed the kingdom, listening to her people's concerns and seeking ways to improve their lives. One fateful day, Inaya ventured too close to the mysterious River Nyoka, known for its enchanting yet dangerous allure. She disappeared, sending the kingdom into a frenzy. King Zuberi, a wise and just ruler with a graying beard and deep brown skin, was overcome with worry. He dispatched search parties, and after days of relentless searching, Inaya was found half naked and unconscious by the riverbank. The news of Inaya's discovery spread through Zoradi like wildfire. Whispers of dark magic and spiritual unrest echoed in the markets and homes of the villagers. Inaya was brought back to the palace, her body weak and her mind clouded by visions she could not understand. When Inaya woke up, she was surrounded by worried faces. Her father, King Zuberi, and Elder Adana, the revered elder and spiritual guide of Zoradi, looked on with concern. Elder Adana, with her silver-gray hair and serene demeanor, approached Inaya's bedside with a calm presence. "Princess Inaya, can you hear me?" Elder Adana asked gently. Inaya's amber eyes fluttered open. "I can hear you, Elder Adana. What happened to me?" Elder Adana exchanged a glance with King Zuberi. "We do not know yet, child, but we will find out." King Zuberi summoned sorcerer Kiano, an enigmatic figure with a bald head and piercing green eyes. Kiano was a master of ancient magic and held great influence in the kingdom. He performed a powerful ritual, invoking the spirits to reveal the truth behind Inaya's ordeal. As the ritual progressed, Kiano's eyes widened. "Princess Inaya has been marked by an ancient spirit seeking revenge for past wrongs. The spirit's wrath could destroy our kingdom unless we find a way to appease it." The revelation sent a shiver through the room. Inaya, though weak, sat up straighter. "What must we do to save our people?" Elder Adana stepped forward, her voice steady. "There is a prophecy. A chosen one must undertake a perilous journey to the sacred grove, a mystical place where the spirit's anger can be quelled." King Zuberi's eyes filled with both pride and fear. "My daughter, are you sure you are ready for this?" Inaya nodded. "I must do this, father, for our people." As Inaya ventured to the River Nyoka, she was drawn to its enchanting beauty. The river sparkled under the sunlight, and the surrounding forest seemed to hum with life. Inaya had heard stories of the river's magic, but had never experienced it firsthand. She walked along the riverbank, mesmerized by the shimmering waters. Suddenly, the air around her grew thick, and a mist began to rise from the river. Inaya felt a strange pull, as if the river was calling to her. She knelt by the water's edge and dipped her fingers into the cool liquid. Instantly, she felt a surge of energy coursing through her body. The water seemed to come alive, wrapping around her fingers and pulling her closer. Inaya tried to pull away, but the force was too strong. The water enveloped her, pulling her into the river. She struggled, her clothes tearing as she fought to free herself. The river's magic was too powerful, and soon she was submerged. The last thing she remembered was the feeling of being pulled deeper and deeper into the river's depths. Inaya found herself in a different realm, a place that was both beautiful and terrifying. The sky was a deep shade of purple, and the landscape was dotted with strange, glowing plants. The air was filled with the sounds of distant chanting, and Inaya felt a chill run down her spine. Before her stood a towering figure, a spirit of immense power. Its eyes glowed with anger, and its voice echoed through the realm. "You dare to enter my domain?" the spirit boomed. Inaya trembled, but stood her ground. "I did not mean to intrude. I was drawn here by the river." The spirit's eyes narrowed. "You are the descendant of those who wronged me. Your ancestors committed a grave sin, and now you must pay the price." Inaya's heart raced. "What did my ancestors do?" "They betrayed me," the spirit replied. "They promised to honor me, but they broke their vow. For that, they must be punished." Inaya felt a pang of guilt for the actions of her ancestors. "Please, tell me how I can make amends." The spirit studied her for a moment. "You must undertake a journey to the sacred grove. There, you will find the means to lift the curse that plagues your kingdom. But be warned, the journey will test your courage, wisdom, and strength." Inaya nodded, determination filling her heart. "I will do whatever it takes to save my people." The spirit waved its hand, and Inaya felt herself being pulled back to her world. She awoke on the riverbank, her clothes torn and her body weak. The villagers found her and brought her back to the palace, where she recounted her encounter with the spirit to her father and Elder Adana. With her decision made, Inaya prepared for her journey. She was accompanied by a small group of loyal warriors and guided by sorcerer Kiano's wisdom. Their path was fraught with danger. Treacherous terrain, wild beasts, and dark forces tested their resolve and unity. The first challenge they faced was the enchanted forest. The trees whispered secrets, and illusions tested their minds. As they ventured deeper, the whispers grew louder, trying to sway them off their path. "Do not listen to the voices," Inaya commanded. "They are illusions meant to distract us." Her companions nodded, drawing strength from her determination. With Inaya's guidance, they navigated through the forest's tricks, emerging unscathed. Next, they climbed the Mountain of Shadows, a peak shrouded in darkness. Here, Inaya faced her deepest fears. Shadowy figures from her past emerged, taunting her with doubts and regrets. "You will fail, just like before," a shadowy figure hissed. Inaya's heart pounded, but she stood her ground. "I will not be defeated by shadows. My resolve is stronger than your lies." Her unwavering determination saw them through the mountain's darkness. Each step forward was a testament to her courage and strength. Their journey continued to the desert of despair, a vast expanse where they battled exhaustion and hopelessness. The scorching sun beat down on them, and the barren landscape offered no respite. Inaya's companions began to falter, their spirits waning. "I can't go on," one of the warriors whispered, collapsing to his knees. Inaya knelt beside him, her voice filled with compassion. "We are almost there. Together, we can overcome this." She helped him to his feet, her words rekindling a spark of hope. Her leadership and unwavering resolve inspired her companions to push forward. They pressed on, their bonds strengthened by the trials they faced together. After overcoming numerous trials, they reached the sacred grove. The air was thick with tension, and the spirit's presence was palpable. Inaya stepped forward, her heart pounding with anticipation. The sacred grove was a place of awe-inspiring beauty. The trees were ancient and towering, their leaves shimmering with an ethereal glow. The air was filled with the scent of blooming flowers, and a serene silence enveloped the grove. Inaya could feel the presence of the spirit, watching her every move. As she stepped deeper into the grove, the spirit appeared before her, its form more imposing than ever. Its eyes blazed with a mixture of anger and sorrow. "You have come, as I knew you would," the spirit said. "Are you ready to face the trials that await you?" Inaya nodded, her resolve unwavering. "I am ready. Tell me what I must do." The spirit gestured to 3 paths that branched off from the center of the grove. Each path represents a different trial. The first will test your courage, the second your wisdom, and the third your strength. Only by succeeding in all three can you hope to lift the curse. Inaya took a deep breath and chose the first path. As she walked, the air grew colder and the shadows deepened. She could hear whispers and feel unseen eyes watching her. Her heart pounded, but she pressed on, determined to face whatever lay ahead. Suddenly, a massive beast emerged from the shadows, its eyes glowing with malevolence. It snarled, baring its sharp teeth, and charged at Inaya. She stood her ground, drawing her sword and readying herself for battle. The beast lunged, and Inaya met it with a fierce determination. She dodged its attacks, striking back with precision and strength. The battle was intense, but Inaya's courage never wavered. Finally, with a powerful blow, she defeated the beast, which dissolved into mist. The path of courage led Inaya back to the center of the grove, where the spirit awaited. It nodded approvingly. "You have shown great courage. Now, you must prove your wisdom." Inaya chose the second path, which led to a tranquil clearing filled with ancient symbols and artifacts. At the center stood a stone pedestal with an intricately carved riddle. To lift the curse, you must answer correctly. "I am not alive, but I can grow. I do not have lungs, but I need air. I have no mouth, but water kills me. What am I?" Inaya pondered the riddle, her mind racing through possibilities. The answer seemed to elude her, but she remained calm, allowing her intuition to guide her. After a moment of contemplation, she spoke confidently. "Fire. The answer is fire." The symbols on the pedestal glowed brightly, and the spirit appeared, nodding in approval. "You have demonstrated wisdom. Now, you must face the final trial." The third path led Inaya to a clearing where a massive boulder blocked her way. The spirit's voice echoed in her mind. "This trial will test your physical strength. You must move the boulder to proceed." Inaya approached the boulder, feeling its immense weight. She took a deep breath and began to push with all her might. The boulder barely budged, and sweat poured down her face. Her muscles ached, but she refused to give up. Drawing on every ounce of strength, she pushed again, using her entire body to leverage the boulder. Slowly, it began to move. Inch by inch, she rolled the boulder aside, her determination unwavering. Finally, the path was clear, and Inaya collapsed to her knees, exhausted but triumphant. The spirit appeared before her, its expression softened. "You have proven your courage, wisdom, and strength. You have earned the right to lift the curse." The spirit led Inaya back to the center of the grove, where a sacred altar stood. On the altar was a glowing crystal, pulsating with energy. "To lift the curse," the spirit said, "you must place your hand upon the crystal and offer a piece of your soul. This act of selflessness will demonstrate your commitment to righting the wrongs of your ancestors." Inaya approached the altar, her heart filled with determination. She placed her hand on the crystal, feeling its warmth. As she did, a surge of energy flowed through her, and she felt a part of her soul being drawn into the crystal. The crystal glowed brighter, and the spirit's form began to fade. "Your sacrifice has lifted the curse. Your kingdom is free." With those words, the spirit vanished, and the grove was bathed in a warm golden light. Inaya felt a profound sense of peace and accomplishment. Inaya and her companions returned to Zoradi as heroes. The kingdom celebrated their bravery and the restoration of peace. King Zuberi acknowledged the importance of honoring the past and learning from it. Elder Adana praised Inaya's journey as a testament to the power of courage and spirituality. The kingdom of Zoradi thrived, united by Inaya's courageous journey. Her connection to the River Nyoka was celebrated, reminding everyone of the spiritual bond that protected their land. Inaya's story became a legend, inspiring future generations to embrace courage, wisdom, and spirituality. In the aftermath of her journey, Inaya continued to lead her people with compassion and wisdom. She established new rituals to honor the spirits and ensure that the mistakes of the past were not repeated. The River Nyoka, once feared for its mystical powers, became a symbol of hope and unity. The villagers often gathered by the riverbank, sharing stories of Inaya's bravery and the lessons learned from her quest. Children listened in awe, their eyes wide with wonder as they imagined the trials and tribulations she faced. As Inaya walked through the village, she was greeted with smiles and gratitude. The people of Zoradi had a renewed sense of purpose and respect for the spiritual world. They understood that their actions had consequences, not just in the physical realm, but in the spiritual one as well. One day, as Inaya stood by the River Nyoka, she felt a presence beside her. Elder Adana joined her, her eyes filled with pride and wisdom. "You have done well, Princess Inaya," Adana said softly. "Your journey has brought great change to our kingdom." Inaya nodded, her gaze fixed on the flowing waters. It was not an easy journey, but it was necessary. Our people needed to understand the importance of balance and respect for the spirits. Adana placed a hand on Inaya's shoulder. "And you have taught them well. Your legacy will be remembered for generations to come." Inaya smiled, her heart filled with gratitude. She had faced unimaginable challenges, but she had emerged stronger and wiser. Her journey had not only saved her kingdom, but had also transformed her into a leader who understood the delicate balance between the physical and spiritual worlds. As the sun set over Zoradi, casting a golden glow over the land, Inaya felt a deep sense of peace. She knew that her journey was just the beginning. There would always be challenges to face and lessons to learn, but she was ready. With her father's guidance, Elder Adana's wisdom, and the support of her people, she was prepared to lead Zoradi into a future filled with hope, unity, and spiritual harmony. And so, the story of Princess Inaya and her courageous journey to the sacred grove became a legend in the kingdom of Zoradi. It was a tale of bravery, spirituality, and the enduring power of forgiveness. It was a reminder that no matter how dark the path may seem, the light of courage and wisdom would always guide the way. As generations passed, the people of Zoradi continued to honor the spirits and the lessons learned from Princess Inaya's journey. Her story was told and retold, each time inspiring new acts of bravery and compassion. The legacy of Princess Inaya lived on, a beacon of hope and a testament to the power of the human spirit. In the heart of Zoradi, where the River Nyoka flowed with timeless grace, the spirit of Princess Inaya remained. Her journey, her sacrifice, and her unwavering determination continued to inspire, reminding all who heard her story that life is indeed spiritual and that true strength lies in the courage to face the unknown and the wisdom to learn from it. The kingdom of Zoradi flourished, united by the lessons of the past and the promise of a bright and harmonious future. The tale of the half-naked princess who saved her people from the wrath of an ancient spirit became a cherished part of their heritage, a story of hope, unity, and the enduring power of the human spirit. As Inaya grew older, she continued to be a guiding light for her people. She mentored the young, sharing her wisdom and encouraging them to seek out their own paths of courage and spirituality. She established schools and places of learning where the history of Zoradi and its spiritual lessons were taught, ensuring that the knowledge was preserved for future generations. One day, as Inaya was walking by the River Nyoka, she was joined by a young girl named Ayana. Ayana had heard the stories of Inaya's journey and was filled with admiration and curiosity. "Princess Inaya," Ayana said, her eyes shining with excitement, "can you tell me about your journey to the sacred grove?" Inaya smiled warmly at the eager child. "Of course, Ayana. It was a journey that tested my strength, courage, and faith. But it was also a journey that taught me the importance of humility and the power of the human spirit." Ayana listened intently as Inaya recounted her adventures, her eyes wide with wonder. As Inaya spoke, she realized that her journey was not just a personal one, but a collective experience that continued to shape and inspire the people of Zoradi. As the years passed, Inaya's legacy grew stronger. Her story was a constant reminder of the values that the kingdom held dear: courage, wisdom, spirituality, and the importance of honoring the past while looking toward the future. When Inaya eventually passed away, the entire kingdom mourned her loss, but they also celebrated her life and the lasting impact she had made. A grand memorial was built by the River Nyoka, and every year, on the anniversary of her journey to the sacred grove, the people of Zoradi gathered to celebrate her legacy and reaffirm their commitment to the values she embodied. The story of Princess Inaya and her courageous journey became a timeless legend, passed down from generation to generation. It was a story that continued to inspire acts of bravery and compassion, a story that reminded the people of Zoradi of the enduring power of the human spirit. And so, the kingdom of Zoradi thrived, united by the lessons of the past and the promise of a bright and harmonious future. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey with Princess Inaya and the mystical kingdom of Zoradi. Remember, just like Inaya, we all have the strength and courage within us to face the unknown and overcome any challenge. If you enjoyed the story, please consider subscribing to the channel and clicking the bell icon to stay updated on our next adventure. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so feel free to share what touched you most in the comments below. Your support and engagement mean the world to us. Until next time, keep believing in the magic of stories. See you soon!